What's up, everybody? This is the Resident Chicken Podcast. I said I was gonna do a bonus episode this last weekend, but I wanted to edit it a little bit because it was on the long side. It'll come up when it comes up. I don't think this shit's in high demand, so thank you for tuning in. I've been putting up some videos lately, finally, for the first time this year. I had to take a break from my YouTube. This might be... I'm getting into other projects and stuff this summer, so I don't know. The last time I made a movie, it like killed my personal YouTube. I was just working on that, you know. I wasn't doing, yeah, whatever. Charlie's getting older too, and I know a big reason why.
Resident Evil.
I know a big reason why I started doing my YouTube again in general was Charlie had a lot to do with it. It was a lot of fun. And then when I started doing that, I was like, I have all this shit just sitting on hard drives. I should like go through this and put it all up for you guys. So we're getting ready to play Alfred's little game, and I actually had stuff to talk about. Mainly Alexandra Daddario. I think I'm saying that right. Oh my god, so hot. I was watching Hack the Movies, which I really have been into that podcast lately. I watched the Blair Witch reviews. What's his name? Who does Hack the Movies? Tony something. I know about Tony and Hack the Movies from Movie Rentals. I think it was something on Cinemassacre. I like Hack the Movies. I don't always agree with them, but I like them. I dig them. And so anyways, I watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, though which one's the worst? Because, you know, I think I talked about the new Texas Chainsaw. I don't want to ramble on with this fucking music playing in the background like I ended the last podcast with. Get the hell out of there. Okay. I'll do that music. Yeah, I think I mentioned I really enjoyed the new is it Fede Alvarez. Man, did I already say this is a Resident Chicken podcast? I'm Andrew Gilliland? I don't know. How do I do this? Un momento, por favor. Who directed the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre? David Blue Garcia. That was a good-looking man right there. What else has he done? What the fuck is going on here? So the guy who directed the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre is looks like he's a cinematographer more than anything. He did a movie called Tejano and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Producer. Anyways, Alvarez's name's on that bad boy. Yeah, it looks like he's a big cinematographer for stuff. As well as other stuff. Anyways, cool movie. I liked it. I haven't watched the Hack the Movies review for the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre because in the title it says they didn't like it. And I don't want to be convinced not to like it because I really liked it. I thought it was great. It was fun. I understand if I understand why somebody wouldn't have liked the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's not, but that's the beauty about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And taking a look over the entire series on this last Hack the Movies that I just watched, it's fun because yeah, that series is dog shit, man. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Let's see. Okay, I'll do my reviews while we're playing. Let's get going. We do need to turn her around for a second. I So the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre blew me away, like it does most people. It's a very good horror film. I don't probably need to talk about it very much. Anybody who's seen it knows it's very spooky, good, well-made, eerie movie. A classic, if you will. I'm gonna probably need health, right? Okay, let's do this thing. I'm sorry, guys. I always have to have the fan on, and I know it fucks up my audio, but I'm a big fat man. Whew. Do you hear the strain of me lifting my body out of the bed? Whew. I almost just died. You guys don't understand. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 blew me away as well. I saw that a little bit later. I think I rented that from Blockbuster or something, and I was like, this movie's fucking crazy. I remember hearing about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 online because I really liked the original, but I think I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre probably when I was like 13 or 14. Like, I rented it from Blockbuster and I was like, holy shit. And then I saw the remake around pretty close to that time. So I saw the original and then I saw the fucking remake. No, okay, I saw the original and then I think I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. I think I saw 3 and the remake right around the same time, and I hate both those movies a lot. I thought the remake was garbage. I love Jessica Biel, and there's parts of that movie that I can appreciate, such as her tank top getting doused constantly with water. I really enjoyed that part of the movie, but other than that, that movie's not good. It leaves you feeling sick, which I guess makes for a good horror experience, but not a good movie in my opinion. I just fucking hate that movie. I don't like that movie. I like the original. So anyways, I later on read on a forum that Dennis Hopper is in the second Texas Chainsaw. Hold on. Oh no, he laughed.
Welcome, Claire. Consider the area you are in a special playground I have prepared just for you.
I lost the remote.
Please try and keep me amused, and do not disappoint me by dying too soon.
He's gonna laugh again.
Want to enjoy this.
That laugh. Can't wait to kill him. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw, and I agreed with most of what they said on this Hack the Movies, especially with Tony. So it's similar to my review of Scream last week when I was talking about how it's not like a series that I feel like it's sacred or anything to me. Like, I think that's why I like Friday the 13th. I mean, people will tell you it's sacred stuff, it's classic or anything. And it's like, yeah, they're classics to me because they're horror movies I've enjoyed my whole life. But I'm not going to sit here and fucking pretend like the original Friday the 13th is that great of a movie. You know what I mean? But Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a very good horror movie. And I would say one of the best slasher. It's like what do they call it? The grandfather slasher movie. It's a big deal. It's an important horror flick. Friday the 13th, not so much. Okay, I'm gonna have to fight a Bandersnatch right about now. Yeah. I hate these things. Am I supposed to kill this thing? I guess I gotta kill this thing. Okay. I don't know what I was trying to say. Got him. Burn in hell. Rest in peace. Oh, the door unlocked. Well, there can't possibly be anything nearly as terrifying on the other side of that door as in here. So, with you know, have an appreciation of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's nothing sacred, which is what I said about Scream. Whatever. Blah 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 blah. I got really excited to see Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I kind of like lost hope, and it just isn't my thing, you know, after watching the remake and everything. Which I don't know why I would judge the rest of the series by the remake. Uh-oh. He's crushing my dome. Motherfucking Steve, saving the day with his old death gas. I don't have any syrup for you, Steve. Why don't you go watch some hockey and shut up? Oh yeah, boy. Get him.
Oh yeah, that felt good. Don't worry, Claire. Your knight in shining armor is here.
You wish. But thanks for the help.
See? This is why you need me. I got your back.
Whatever. Here. Take these.
I thought you told me not to depend on
Machine
you.
guns? For me?
You know the deal. In exchange for your Lugers.
Okay, okay.
Why would you take those guns from him? He just kicked so much ass with those bad boys.
This thing is too cool. Yes! Now this is my kind of weapon. All right. Huh? Hey, this thing's empty. You cheated me.
Up there. Plenty of ammo. Just for you.
Way up there?
Give me a boost and I'll get it for you.
All right, all right. Ow!
That's not how you give her a boost, bro.
You're heavier than you look. Hurry up.
Also, women hate to be told that they're
Happy
heavy. I was trying to say some shit. So I finally saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Has made his appearance. He can join you in your descent into death.
Thanks, Alfred. That's I want to die with this motherfucker. That's what I always wanted, was to die with the maple leaf loving idiot.
Okay, let's do it.
Sorry, I'm not racist, but I
Right
don't
here,
like
Claire.
Canadians. They're just stupid.
Time to test out my
Just
new
a
toy.
stupid group of people. I always thought that was a funny idea, because like Canada's very similar to America. I always thought it would be funny to be like racist towards Canadians. Stupid. Feel free to die, idiot. I remember I played this, when I first played this on the PS4, I had to restart because I forgot that fucking grenade launcher right there. And you kind of need that to beat the game. Like, I got to the tyrant and I was like, wasn't I supposed to get a grenade launcher? So that was embarrassing. Oh my goodness, man, I'm trying to talk about shit, kill things. Something with that, with them parts. Oh my goodness. Now I kind of just want to go back to playing I played the little Final Fantasy 9 for the first time in like a year last night. So much more peaceful to stream that because I don't have to talk to y'all. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, holy shit. Great fucking movie. MGM did it. Canon Films did it, and I think MGM distributed it. But Canon Films did it. I mean, Tobe Hooper came back and was like, how do I do a sequel to like one of the best horror movies I'll probably ever make? Oh, let's just be stupid about it. Let's go crazy. And it has Dennis Hopper having a chainsaw fight with Leatherface towards the end. It's great, man. And I like the character I like the characters in it. I actually like the characters in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 better than the original. I don't really like the kids in the original all that much, but it's still... I like Sally enough to where I'm rooting for her, and it's scary, you know? Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is just genius, man. That's a solid... What Texas Chainsaw Massacre did for horror movies in the 70s, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 upped the cheese level of horror, which is perfect for an 80s movie. So, I guess, in a way, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 is appropriate, because I believe that came out in the 90s, correct? I don't know. I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out in the 90s. Fucking horrible movie, man. It's not good. But a lot of horror movies were like that in the 90s. They're boring. It's just a fucking boring movie. I know there's like pretty cool like footage that was cut out, much like a lot of the horror movies in the 90s. That it just got cut to shit, man. I think Ken Faree gets his head sawed in, everything, and none of that's in the movie. I hate that movie. I don't like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. It was just stupid, and that was the start of focusing on Leatherface too much. The first two movies, Leatherface was a pretty big deal in the second Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's not supposed to be the main focus. I mean, he is a big focus. He's the scariest thing in that family. But there's more to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre than just Leatherface. There's an operation occurring in the original movie, as well as in the second. I feel like the third movie is just whatever. And I think there's the one with Matthew McConaughey and is it Renee Zellweger or whatever? I don't know if I've ever sat all the way through that movie. I thought that was a stupid movie. So I can't fairly review it because whatever. I must have watched it at some point, like on Sci-Fi Channel or something. Stupid fucking movie though. Hated the remake. I saw Texas Chainsaw The Beginning, Texas Chainsaw Massacre The Beginning, which is another Platinum Doomed flick. I think that was the sequel or the prequel to the remake, and that was. I believe I liked that one better. I have that one on DVD. I haven't watched it since it came out. I don't want to waste my bullet tickets. Dude, I'm scared. Can they go upstairs? Oh my god! But it was just like more that, what they did with that world. They did a good job making it gross, I guess. I don't know, man. I fucking don't like those movies. The Platinum Dude. I don't like it. You know what's funny? Speaking of sacred horror movies.
It was
classics.
dirty work, but this area is now clean.
Thanks, Steve.
See? You can depend on me.
What is he trying to convince me of here?
You see? This thing is a lot more reliable than any person.
Than people?
You're all fucked up, Steve. It's because you're Canadian. Sorry.
Steve,
Or not say sorry.
what were you doing here? Who brought you here and where is your family?
Shut up! I don't want to talk about it!
You're wasting bullets, Steve. Steve. This game is about bullet conservation. What are you doing?
Steve.
Steve. You're so deep.
Never mind.
Dramatic.
Let's get going.
I love that your midriff is almost appearing underneath that shirt. It's just it barely covers your 16-year-old boy abs. How old is Steve? I feel like Claire's a lot older than Steve. Okay, so that brings us to Lionsgate obtaining the rights to the series, and they did Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Texas Chainsaw, I think it was just called. What a movie! I'll tell you what, guys. I just fucked up. I think I might be able to take him away from that. I don't know. I think I just fucked up. I ruined everything. I wanted to save some of those bolts for fire rounds. Oh man, this shit's about to get dramatic. Okay, we'll get back to the game here in a second. I was trying to talk about shit here. Texas Chainsaw came out in 2013, and that's Alexandra Daddario or whatever. Oh man, she's such a babe, and they did a good job of talking about that. Tony agrees with me on this. The main girl in that movie is very attractive. I like that movie, and I'll tell you why. I like how bad it is. One, it's terrible, horrible, awful movie. Stupid idea, poorly executed. The 3D stuff is awful. The CGI is awful. The characters are all awful. The motivation, everything is just, it's a very bad fucking movie. It's probably easily one of the worst horror movies that I like. It's up there on my list of bad movies that I thoroughly enjoy watching. It's like Halloween Resurrection level bad in my eyes. But the girl from Malcolm in the Middle's in it, and she has some of the best lines ever. She slaps her butt and meows at one point. She gets a hold of a shotgun, and Leatherface is chainsawing through the barn doors. She's in the barn with the main girl's boyfriend, getting him to cheat on her. So those two characters suck, because they're just being shitty. Anyways, she gets a hold of a shotgun, and Leatherface comes in, and she goes, "Welcome to Texas, motherfucker!" And she says it's so... The line is just so forced and weird and awful, and like, why is she welcoming Leatherface to Texas? Like, she's the one visiting It's just such a bad line. And then the ending of that character is she pops up out of a freezer, much like the girl from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and there's a cop standing there, and he shoots her right in the fucking head. He just blows her. She scares him so bad he shoots her in the head, and then he just kind of walks away like, oh shit, I hope nobody saw that. You know, like, what? So good. That character, man. Great. And then how hot the main girl is. But there's other get him, cuz. That's a good line. The main girl finds out she's cousins with Leatherface, and despite him murdering all of her friends and how stupid everything is, they become best friends, and she like cleans them up at the end and like locks them back away in the basement for another day. And the movie just kind of tries to take Leatherface and turn him into a superhero. They try to make Leatherface a good guy, and it's like, if you recall the original movie, he is a psychopath. He cuts people up and wears their skin. Like, that's not he's not a good anti-hero. He's just bad. He's a maniac. Like, he's a scary man who chases innocent people through the woods and eats them. Like, why would you... Anyways, I love that movie. Other than the first two, that's my favorite out of the shitty sequels. And then there was one more that I think I started watching and I lost interest in that too. I think it was just called Leatherface. So this series sucks ass, right? Oh, okay, I was talking about Platinum Dunes. I hate those Platinum Dunes remakes. Especially Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, that was so bad. We saw it in a theater, and I was so mad while I was watching that. I was like, you guys don't understand the original content at all. The original Nightmare on Elm Street is one of my favorite slasher movies. It's great. It's a very scary, good movie. The original I'm a Jason guy. I like Friday the 13th. That's my favorite slasher series. But I like shitty movies. So with just saying that I like it, the original Nightmare on Elm Street is a way better horror movie than any of the original Friday the 13th. Like, Freddy's an amazing character. Jason is cool, but Jason doesn't really become Jason that we all, like, appreciate and stuff until later on. And he doesn't really become Jason. It's just a string of really bad movies. That's all Friday the 13th is. You could argue that the first portion of the Nightmare on Elm Street series is very superior films to Friday the 13th. So, Nightmare on Elm Street did horrible. I feel like that kind of was fucking with something that's really good. The Halloween remake, you're probably not going to make a lot of people happy with that because the original Halloween is a masterpiece. Don't fuck with it. Leave it alone, you know? I like the Halloween remake, but when I'm talking about movies, you have to keep in mind I like bad movies. So I can sit there and say I like something. That does not mean it's a good film. In fact, a lot of times when I say I like something, it might mean it's really bad, and I'm appreciating how stupid it was. Yeah, don't fuck with the original stuff, you know? Friday the 13th can easily be fucked with. So, out of the Platinum Dunes movies, I love that Friday the 13th remake. You know why? Because it's a movie about a guy with a hockey mask brutally killing teenagers, and that's all he did with it. They were a little stupid with it. It was good, man. It worked. That was the best Platinum Dunes remake. They missed the mark with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and they definitely missed the mark with Nightmare on Elm Street. That Friday the 13th remake, though, was a lot of fun. I saw it in theaters. There's boobies in it. There's shitty kids getting high on pot. There's it's good. I remember getting into I lost like a friend for thinking that movie was good. Like this lady was like, "I'm never talking to you again," kind of thing. And I was like, "You're fucking stupid." Okay. We're gonna watch this and we'll get back to talk about movies. A little more character development for our buddy Steve. Claire, guys, I don't really hate Canadians, okay? By the way. If anybody took offense, I have a lot of Canadian friends.
Behind you.
I love Tom Green and I love Poutine and Tim Hortons and Kevin Smith talking about Canada.
No.
I don't like Puerto Ricans though. So let that be on the record. Puerto
What's
Ricans.
Wrong, Steve? Shoot him!
Wait!
Disturbing people.
I can't! No!
Steve!
Uh-oh.
No! Ah!
Father!
I think that's his dad, guys. He just wasted all of his bullets. Dude, Steve is done.
Steve.
Steve.
Father. Father. Father.
Who calls her dad father? Ugh. What made him call him
Dad.
daddy? Daddy! No!
Tried to steal information, intending to sell it off to the highest bidder. He was caught. Mom was killed. And we were sent here.
I'm loving posts on Facebook.
Steve.
Gotta throw the hearts out to your friends every once in a while.
He was a fool to do something so reckless. So
your
stupid.
baby's cute. Love.
It's okay now. Just rest.
Love. Crackhead Wonder Woman. Great. Alright, back to Resident Chicken Podcast time. Do I just leave him here? He's kind of being a baby. Yeah. Best of luck to you, dude. I need a man. So yeah. So I like the first two Texas Chainsaw Massacres, and I guess I like Texas Chainsaw for what it is. Where do I go? Is there any more stuff in here? I wanted a green herb. I don't want to waste that. The new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Nope! I don't want it. Is, it's silly, but it's just this, like, intense violence to it. Oh my god! Who's puking over here? I need to bring that human stat back to the guy, right? No, I wanted to go to the basement, I think. So I need to do my COD. I think I need to do more stuff around here, right? Should we go bring that shit to the homeboy, or to Rodrigo, or when do I do that? I feel like I go back that way pretty shortly here. Like before I go to the house, right? I don't remember. I just feel like that new Texas Chainsaw Massacre was like, it really reminded me of the Evil Dead remake. Honestly, like it's. Should you do a remake of Evil Dead? Probably not. No. What hand do I do it with? Oh, I guess it's Chris Redfield stuff, eh? Oh, I need a lockpick too. So dumb. Alright. But that Evil Dead remake's fun. It's good. And there's even like, I like the theory that those two are like Ash's kids, like his illegitimate children, and their mom was crazy. I don't know. I guess there's nothing I can do back down here right now. We'll be back. We'll come back. Yeah, I feel like there's like a hint that Mia and David are Ash's like children almost. They're very Ash-like, both of them, which I think that's kind of what they wanted to do, something with that character again. I wish they had, but I understand that they, you know. I'm glad that we got the Evil Dead show that we got, because that was fucking awesome and kind of a cool way to end that character. But the reason I like the remake is they did their own thing, which is very important with the remake, and they went crazy with it. They went absolutely batshit insane with that movie, and it is a crazy roller. It's a very intense horror movie. If you can get over your fucking, you can't remake the Evil Dead. If you can get over that shit, it's really cool. It's a like crazy horror movie. It rains blood in that movie. It's so good. But what do I know? So I felt the same way about this Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's just old man Leatherface just killing the fuck out of people. Fun. I had a good time watching it with my lady. She liked it too. So I guess I'm done talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Which leads me to this podcast's next couple topics. I got this Paramount streaming service for the month to watch the new Scream. And then I noticed the new Paranormal Activity was on there. I was like, oh yeah, I'll check that out too. Cool. Whatever. I was kind of disappointed with spending $10 on Paramount for the month. Well, until yesterday when I realized Jackass Forever was on Paramount, and my friends, what a fun movie. Fuck you, dogs. I think Chris does stuff with the tank later, right? I don't think I have much to do with that tank. Do I need to heal myself? I keep hitting the wrong button. Yes, we do need to heal ourselves. So I can go back to Homeboy now. I do believe. Well, I do believe it is time to go. I don't have to backtrack though. You'll see. It's a worm. I don't need to go back in here yet. Do I have access to a box in here? Let's go in the box really quick. I don't know if I do. I think it's just a save, right? Not even that. Oh yeah, I think Ash. I think Chris uses that stuff to get into that safe, right? I don't remember. Pick that up on the way back. The new Jackass was fun. I kind of felt a little sad watching it because I feel like that's probably the last time we're gonna get one of those movies. But I liked it because I was very disappointed with the third I didn't really care for the third Jackass for whatever reason. I can't even tell you why, really. Just didn't care for it. I liked that it was entertaining. I just felt bad for like Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O. I just feel like, I know they're not old, but yeah, they're old. They're older, you know. They're like 10 years older than me, and if I did anything like that, my shit would be fucked up. And they did. The old guys got hurt a lot more than the young guys, because that's just what happens when you get old. You can't be as reckless with yourself as they are. So they were smart in the sense that they brought on some younger guys, and the younger guys did a good job of fitting in with everybody. I was also sad because, you know, you're missing some people with this one. Bam wasn't able to continue with production. He's like, I think I saw him in one clip, and he was very much overlooked on that clip because he couldn't handle not being on drugs, I guess. I don't know what his problem is. Oh, I'm wasting bullets. It's sad what happened with Ryan Dunn, but I feel like Bam would have probably ended up fucked up anyways. As shitty as that sounds. And then the stuff with Ryan Dunn was sweet and everything, but it was sad that he died, and a lot of people would probably get mad at me. Fortunately, I don't have a very big audience. The dude died driving drunk. Like, I mean, it's a pretty shitty thing. Just all of it just sucks. And I was a fan, so yeah, that bummed me out. There's no chest this way, right? Where do I go? They had a little like thing for Ryan Dunn at the end though, and I thought that was cool. I'm not like belittling his death or anything. I'm just saying like it made me a little sad that they weren't there, but it also makes sense, unfortunately, considering how those individuals ended up. But Dave England was back with what's his Aaron, stupid Aaron. Preston was there. I'm glad that we got one more Jackass movie. And it brought me back to a simpler time. So when I was a kid, I remember I was in the 6th grade when Tom Green started on MTV, and I fucking loved Tom Green. So when Jackass came out, Tom Green was still on, but he was already kind of falling off of like being on regularly, you know. And he had, I think by he was blowing up in the late '90s, early 2000s. By like 2001 though, he was like married to Drew Barrymore and shit, and had testicle cancer. And so come on, guys. Jackass kind of like combined with Tom Green, kind of like those are my favorite shows. And MTV was never able to recapture that. I think they tried with Andy Milonakis, and I like Andy Milonakis, but Andy Milonakis is not Tom Green. And I was already kind of older by the time that like took off. So Tom Green was my Tom Green, you know. So I remember I liked the Andy Dick show too. I watched the Andy Dick show and Jackass and Tom Green a lot when I was younger. Jackass is just like one of those things where I wasn't a skateboarder when I was a kid or anything, but I like stunt. Like I like movies, so I very much appreciate and love like stunts, you know. So I like, you know, fucking off with my friends and being silly on camera was what appealed me to Jackass. So that was a fun thing to I waited for Charlie to take a nap because I heard there was a lot of male nudity in the movie, which there was, but my friend made it sound like there was just penises in every stunt and everything. It worked. It was good. It didn't bother me none. Who hasn't seen a dick? Alright, I'm done talking about movies. That's it. You're all caught up now, guys. There is a demon in my mind. I can't control the fierce impulses that the demon sometimes drives me to act upon. It is a brutal ceremony. With the demon next to me, I enjoy watching people agonize in pain, screaming and convulsing repeatedly as they die. But Sir Alfred was kind enough... I'm not done talking about movies, speaking of having a demon. But Sir Alfred was kind enough to acknowledge me and has given me the facilities, chemicals, and equipment necessary to study everything. I must never betray Sir Alfred's kindness. It is especially critical that no one discovers a sacred place that only he and I know about. I swear the basement of this medical building will be kept secret. You just wrote about it in a journal and left it out in the... Okay. Of course, I keep the key to the sacred place with me at all times. Even if an outsider sees it, they will never be able to tell that it is the key. I must remember that my life ends when I lose Sir Alfred's trust. So Sir Alfred has a crazy man. We're gonna go on here. And we'll come back. We're gonna go help Rodrigo out for a moment. Well, I don't want to like end off with the movie that I watched this week that I hated. Well, I guess I will. We watched The House That Jack Built. Ooh, I got a phone call, everybody. I'll be back momentarily, friends.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
What are you doing here? Hemostatic medicine? How kind of you. Thanks.
Here, let me help you with that.
Thanks, but I can take care of myself. Just go.
Keep it. It was a gift from my brother, but...
Thanks. Here, let me give you this in return. You might need it later on. Now go. Don't worry about me. Don't think you can count on me in the future. Now get out of here.
Greetings. You must be the lovely Claire Redfield.
Who are you?
Let's just say that I'm a ghost, coming back to haunt your dear brother.
Whisker?
It seems there's not much explaining to do, is there? I was the one who attacked this island. Who'd have thought you'd be hanging about? All the better for me. Now that the cat dragged in this nice surprise, your ever-so-caring brother will definitely show up. I must thank you for being such good bait.
I don't know what went on between you two, but you have him all wrong. My brother is not the kind of person you think he is.
I despise Chris.
What are you gonna do to him?
Oh, how your brother will weep to see you die. What? What is it? Stay there. I'm coming. It appears you may be of some further use to me. I'm going to let you live a little longer.
Well, we've got the monotonous safety room music playing, so I was gonna talk about how much I disliked the house that Jack built, but I think I'll just say I didn't like it. I'm not gonna tear it apart because I know there's a lot of people who really enjoy that movie. I have my reasons why I don't like it. I can back up why I don't like it, but I'm not gonna bother. I think I posted on Facebook, I said, not my cup of tea, not my cup of tea at all. I think that was a good, I try not to, like, really talk about stuff that I hated. I just know that The House at Jack Bill is a very, popular film that came out a couple years ago, 4 years ago now. It was a big movie, much like, Antichrist was, 13 years ago, jeez. So it's something to talk about, like whether you like it or not. It's something you can have a discussion about. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of people I know like that movie. So I think I'm gonna just leave it at I didn't like it, if that works. I don't know. But like I said, I really enjoyed Jackass. I really liked the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then we're not done yet. I still have to finish it, but Project Adam was a pretty fun movie to check out. These direct-to-stream movies, which I believe Project Adam was made for Netflix, correct? They're enjoyable, but it definitely I don't know how to explain it. It's a cool movie. I'm enjoying it. And then what do I have to look forward to? We're going to go see the new Sonic the Hedgehog. next month, which I'm excited about. I'm a fan of that first Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I'm not expecting much because I don't know. I'm a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog through my son, but I still like that movie. I took my son to see that in the theaters, like 3 or 4 days before COVID like really hit hard. So I gotta go to one final movie with Charlie before shit got rough. So we'll go watch that, and then we're gonna. I'm really looking forward to Jurassic World Dominion. Looks really cool. And that's about it. And I can't think of anything else that I'm like really, really pumped on. Oh, I want to see that new slasher movie. X looks interesting. And I just saw the previews for another movie. I fucking forgot the title of it. Was it Hatchling? There's a creepy ass looking movie, and I think it's The Hatching or Hatchling or something like that. I just watched a trailer for it now. That looks interesting. It kind of reminded me of my brother-in-law and I saw the trailer for Goodbye Mommy. I was like, oh shit, that movie's gonna be scary. Goodbye Mommy was a good one. I was gonna do another. I was gonna play Final Fantasy IX for a little bit tonight, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it, guys. I'm very tired. If I do, I might fall. It might be one of those game streams where I fall asleep at, in the middle of it. It's funny because like I don't really, I'll let a game stream sit for a little bit before I'll ever watch it again. But I was watching through one of the older ones to see where I was at in Final Fantasy IX, and you could just tell that I was like fucking not there. Like it was like I'd do something and then I'd be gone for a long. I don't know. I mostly just go on here and say good night, everybody. We'll be back next week. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Yeah. Next week we're going to go into Alfred's house. And I'm trying to remember the pattern of everything. I know I have, before I get on any planes, I must go back to the that underground area with that. I need that Gatling gun. This is crucial. We need the Gatling gun. I need you guys to keep me reminded. I need that Gatling gun. Is that what it is? Gatling gun? Not Gatling gun. The grenade launcher. I need that G launcher. Okay? Okay. Alright, good night. Ugh. Blood type O. Claire's such a basic bitch. Who has type O blood? Gross. It's almost as bad as being Canadian.